We often get asked what the correct procedure is for starting up and shutting down the Wallas hob. In this tutorial today, we'll take you through the correct steps and also show you a couple of features too. To start up the Wallas hob, it's quite a simple process. Now the first thing you want to do is, on the front panel, the control panel, press the power button and hold it for a few seconds. When the orange light illuminates, this indicates that the hob is powering up. The Wallas hob will take around 6 to 7 minutes to heat up to its full working temperature, and at this temperature it will consume around 1/4 litre of diesel per hour, which is quite efficient when you think about the tank in your Volkswagen T6, which has 80 litres capacity. After you've turned the Wallas hob on and the orange light is illuminated, when the hob is up to heat and is functioning normally, you'll notice that the red burner light will stay on constantly. This is just to let you know that everything's working and that the hob is hot. The Wallas hob will start up in cooking mode every time you turn it on. That means that the ceramic plates will get hot. It's also worth noting that the silicone around the ceramic won't burn should you put a pan or a pot on top of it. You'll notice on the Wallas hob that the left hand side has 3 flames and the right hand side has 2 flames indicated on the ceramic plate. This is to let you know that this side will be hotter than this side, so if you're cooking and you quickly need a bit of a change in temperature, you can simply slide the pot over and your boil will come down to a simmer. There's a few things to consider when cooking with the Wallas hob. We always recommend that you use the flattest possible pots, pans and kettles. This is to maximise the surface area in contact with the hob, meaning you get a greater heat transfer, making cooking and boiling that little bit quicker. Another great tip for a quicker boil in the morning is to make sure you use the right amount of water in your kettle. There's no point in filling it all the way up to the top because it's just going to take a long time for it to come to the boil. If you've been cooking on the Wallas hob and you close the lid, it's important to note that the lid won't get hot, so you can safely navigate around your van without the fear of getting burnt. Also, if you have children in your van, Wallas have fitted this nifty little safety catch here, which locks the lid in the down position, making it impossible for any of the kids to pull the lid up and burn themselves on the hot hob. You can control the temperature of the ceramic hob, and there's a handy little dial which goes from 1 to 6 just on the control panel here. It's important to note that unlike a traditional gas stove, the heat change in the Wallas hob in both the hob and the heating modes isn't instant. If you change, for instance, from 1 to 6, it will take a little bit of time to get there. Like we mentioned before, the hob always turns on in the cooking mode, but if you want to quickly change to the heating mode, it's as simple as setting the control on the front to either the 6 or the 1 position and doing 2 full turns from 6 to 1 or from 1 to 6. The light for the heating mode will illuminate, indicating that the fan has started and that it's ready to start heating your van. When the Wallas is in the heating mode, on the control panel there is a small thermostatic sensor which will sense the ambient temperature in the van and heat the van accordingly. The Wallas acts similar to a radiator. The temperature coming out of the Wallas will always stay the same, but on the control at the front, having it at 1 will generate a colder ambient temperature in your van than having it at 6 would. Shutting down the Wallas hob is just as simple as starting it up, and all you need to do is press and hold the power button for a couple of seconds like we did before. The orange light will go out, but the red burner light will stay illuminated. Eventually this will start to flash, and this indicates that the system is losing heat and is shutting down. When all the lights in the control panel go off and the fan in the unit itself has stopped running and you can't hear any noise, this lets you know that everything's shut down. Another important point to make is that if you shut down the Wallas in either the cooking or the heating mode, you'll need to wait until the system has fully shut down before you restart it again. This is indicated on the front panel, and when the light stops flashing and goes off and the fan stops working and there's no noise from the unit itself, this is when you know it's now fully deactivated. Thanks again for watching another video from Jerba Campervans. If you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel, and if you get the chance, give it a share.